Anyway, always good to win before the international break, and hard working afternoon.
Yeah, I think on the back of two big exertions from the squad and the players, physically, mentally, I thought it was a fantastic win. I know it wasn't vintage in terms of raining shots and crosses in the second half, but very, very young side there, very young side out on the pitch, and some fantastic players that are going to develop and going to become better both as the season comes on, and have got great careers ahead of them. So I was really proud that we kept the clean sheet. I thought Bentley was fantastic, needed him at a couple of points in the game and key points in the game, and he was there for us. I thought the two centre halves, Ash and Taylor Moore, were outstanding, and everybody worked their socks off. Listen, first half we controlled it. We controlled the ball, we controlled the game. You saw their threat of their sort of unique power that they have in those forward positions, but at the same time our agility and our fleet-footedness got a lot of possession and got a foothold in the game. I think their net spend was the biggest in the summer, if I'm right, and you can see that because they've got some great individuals, and I expect them as the season goes on to kick up the league very, very quickly. So knowing how their manager likes to manage, and when the opposition goes a goal up, he very quickly throws caution to the wind, and we had to deal and handle the ball better than we did in the second half, but at the same time all I can be is proud of the boys, given the fact that, like I say, that big exertion this week and we kept a clean sheet.
Great for Jay to get the winning goal, and people sometimes criticise him, but his goal record for you is excellent, isn't it, in terms of how many per game?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's sort of playing angry today, and I like him when he's in that mode. You know, he was rallying the boys, he was getting hold of the ball, he was strong and aggressive, causing problems for their centre halves, which allows Vyman to sort of buzz off him and be bright in and around it. Almost like your trump card, if you like, with Eliasson cutting in off the left and off the right, delivering with his left, and Famara getting across his man and scoring that sort of diving header. So great goal, and something we worked on in training, and obviously they executed today, and that was the reason for playing the wingers.
Did he have reason to be angry? Did you wind him up, or did there anything different?
No. Listen, we believe in him. You know, that's what he's got to get to. He wants goals. Famara's huge on goal. When he scores, you see the confidence lift. You see the body language. He moves better. You know, he gets hold of the ball better. So the more we can deliver him, and actually, it's a bit of a criticism for me and our sides actually, because I'm not sure we deliver early enough into Famara's strengths, and obviously we're trying to be intricate. We've got number 10s and players that can play through balls, but certainly with two wingers today it was important that we got crosses in. We still didn't get enough, but the amount of goals we scored from crosses over the last sort of 6 or 7 games has been fantastic.
And playing with two wingers at home, your central midfield players have got to work that bit harder, haven't they? Getting about, and Masengo, obviously that's one of his strengths, but Josh has had to do it as well today. Yeah,
well, I mean, Josh you'd expect now the amount of sort of games he's played, but again he had to work hard, and as a captain now, unbeaten in however many as a captain, so he'll enjoy that. But Masengo, to be honest, in an ideal world I'd have rested him today, and I think that he needed the rest after the 2 away games, but the joy of youth, if you like, they recover very, very quickly. We didn't have the luxury of resting him, and he played exceptionally well, particularly in the first half, where I thought him and Brownie, just with their agility and their footballing ability, dictated the game in there. And second half it was different, and he's learnt so much in this week. You know, he's had a real taste of the relentless nature and the recovery needed and the psychology for what is a tough championship week.
Sounds like you're looking forward to the break.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, looking forward to it. Heading off out to Spain, watching the under 19 and 20 tournament just for 2 or 3 days. Not long, but obviously I want to watch Hanoa again, and there's been some interesting players come out of those levels, so it won't be for now, of course, but it'll just be having a look for the future.
Lovely to have an unbeaten record to keep defending, and was it 10 games now since the opening day of the season? I mean, I'm sure that some of the players think about it, and let's go out and keep that run going.
Well, I think the win was so important today. You know, on the back of 3 draws, that was why it was probably a bit nervy in the second half, and I think the boys wanted it so much that almost like we forgot to play at times, and that was because we knew we had that ticket of that 1-0 lead, and we were trying to hold on to it like too much actually. But at the same point, it's made the 3 draws good draws with that win today, and I think we knew that, we felt that was part of the hunger, but part of the anxiety as well.
Finding Ashley Williams obviously had a tremendous effect on the team since he's come in. I mean, can you sum up what he's given to them?
Well, I think he's been a calming presence, very, very assured. I said when he came in, I had a look, I'd tell him if his legs had gone, or I'd tell anyone else, but they haven't. Nicely, he's had athletes around him as well, which has been good, and he's just been that calming presence. And sometimes you need a daddy, if you like, and he can certainly be the daddy. Organise the group, like he's seen it all before, so he's been in every situation you can have in a football match, and therefore nothing phases him. So I always think at this club that level of experience is important, because we often have young players and players that need somebody on the pitch as guidance. We've had it before with Wilbraham and players like that, Wade Elliott before that, and definitely there's a big part of making a Bristol City side strong.
Richard, should we go into the Monday questions?
You want to ask a couple of questions? Yeah. Just on Fam Lee, is it true he's been called up for Senegal? I think there's been a lot of reports from over there.
Yeah, I think he has. Yeah, I mean, I think they obviously put an original sort of list out, and from what I believe, he's been called in. So obviously he'll enjoy that one. I think they got Brazil, haven't they?
Yeah, but isn't it in Singapore or something like that?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I know. Yeah, not ideal, but I think we've got 8 or 9 at least called up. So we won't have too many training next week and the week after.
And just on the guys missing today, Nathan Baker was ill. Is that right?
Yeah, frustrating. Got pulled out sort of hour and a half before kick-off. And just got to deal with it. There's nothing you can do. He was puking up in the dressing room there, and not ideal. But obviously Taylor Moore was excellent and tweaked our shape a little bit, and it ended up working out all right.
Sorry, one last one. Just on the free transfers stuff, you're going to look at somebody maybe over the next.
Don't know. I've got one in mind, like I said before, but it's a long way off. It can quickly change. But at this point, we're still looking.